Hi friends, welcome back to my session, and in this session we are going to discuss about the importance of Linux. So here we are going to discuss why majority of the companies are looking for Linux flavored servers because of Linux is the operating system as it is a open source means we don't need to pay anything. Suppose if I am using any Windows Server OS, I need to pay amount to the Microsoft for using the Windows Server OS and I need to take the license from them. But for coming to Linux, as it is free and open source operating system, I don't need to pay anyone. Suppose if I want any support, then only I am going to take the license flavor of Linux. Then I will get the support from the Linux team because of without cost, without license, the concerned team is not supporting us while we are doing deploying our servers in the Linux flavored. As we need, as we in future, as we definitely will get the issues. At that time, we need support. For that, what we are doing, we are taking the Linux flavored OS, which is available with the premium support and which is a license flavor. We are going to take that Linux, but Linux is payable as well as Windows is payable. But why the companies are preferred Linux more than Windows? Because of the Linux is totally command based and it's a free open source. At the same time, it will have the less bugs. It will have less bugs, and at the same time, when compared with Windows, the Linux offers the much fast speed and it supports for all programming languages. Means because of security issues means the Linux provides the best security and the less bugs and the fast processing speed and supports for multiple programming languages. Because of these features, majority of the companies are preferred for Linux oriented missions. Okay, and what are the major components we can found in Linux? The three major components we can see is the kernel, the daemon and the shell. What is kernel? Just please have a look. It is the lowest OS mission. Means the kernel will be able to communicate with the hardware components. That means RAM or CPU. Means if I deploy the Linux OS on the server, that is nothing but the hardware metal. Sometimes bare metal will be called as a bare metal is nothing but the plain hardware. If we didn't deploy any OS on the hardware, then it will be called as a bare metal. Means if I deployed OS means Linux on the mission is nothing but a server. So the server OS will need to be able to communicate with the hardware of that server. So who will involve in that activity? The kernel will be responsible for that. The kernel will be able to communicate with the hardware of the server. That is nothing but CPU, RAM and other things. Daemon. What is the purpose of daemon? The daemon is used for the running the background services. That may be printing, that may be sound and scheduling, etc. And at the same time, it either start up during boot or after you log in into the desktop. Okay, shell. What is the use of shell? The shell is used to execute commands, programs and scripts. Whenever, suppose if I deploy Linux flavored OS on my mission, I need to give the inputs to the OS, to the server. How it will be done? With the help of the shell command in the form of commands, I am going to give the inputs. So based on the input, it will give the output. Based on the input, what it will do, by using the server, it will process the input, and once it has been successfully processed, I will get the output. Okay, and what are the different flavors available in the Linux? There are different types of flavors are available. The first one is Ubuntu, Red Hat, CentOS, Fedora. These are the different types of flavors which are available in the Linux. And Amazon Linux 2, it is a fully customized OS which has been developed by the AWS, because of it has the all the things which are available in the Linux flavored. In addition to that, the AWS will provide some additional features. These all things we will get in Amazon flavored OS, Amazon Linux, nothing but Amazon Linux. Okay, this is all about. And if you go here, just please have a quick look on this. It is the hardware. On top of the hardware we have the kernel. On top of the kernel we have the shell, where we are going to execute our commands. On top of the shell we are going to deploy our applications. The kernel is responsible to communicate with the hardware, and the shell is responsible to run the commands and scripts. And the applications, it is a customized applications where we are going to install on top of the OS. Okay, and before of this class we had created one Linux mission with Amazon Linux 2. Once I log into the mission, it appears like this. Okay, and if I want to create right now, if I type ll is the command which is used to list the files. Right now I don't have any files in this mission. Just now I had created, so that's why I don't have any files within this mission. So that's why it is showing as total 0. Suppose if I want to create one directory nothing but folder. In Windows we can be called as a folder. In Linux it will be called as a directory. Suppose if I want to make directory mkdir, the directory name is dir1. Enter. Okay, if you press the same command, here it will be shown as a directory. It will be showing the blue color, means one folder has been created. The folder name is directory1. If I want to create the same one, press above button, up arrow key, then whatever the commands which you had typed previously, you will be able to see. I am going to create one more directory, make directory 2. Then if I press the same command ll, then it is showing right now I have the two directories with me. The first one is directory 1 and the second one is directory 2. Okay, and if I want to remove the directory, what I will do? rmdir, which directory? I am going to remove the directory 2. Remove directory 2. Enter. Is it directory has been removed or not? If you want to check the same, just put ll, then only directory 1 is visible to us, means the directory 2 has been deleted. We had created directories and I had removed the directory as well. Okay, okay, fine. Suppose if I want to execute any commands, how I will be able to execute? First of all, I need to log in into that mission as a root user. Root user is the user who is the admin user. He will be able to do anything. He can create, he can destroy, he can alter, he can give the permissions to others to perform some additional activities. Whatever the things, we can do everything on the Linux mission with the help of root user. Okay, if I want to log in into the mission as a root user, what I need to do? Just simply type sudo -i. Then automatically you will be logged in this mission as a root user. Okay, and if I want to create some file, earlier what I had created the directory. Right now what my requirement is, I am going to create one file. Which file? That can be any file. So touch is the command which can be used to create the file. Touch file1. Suppose if you type ll, then it is showing that the file has been created. The file1 has been created. So if you clearly observe, file1, before file1 there is a lot of things is there. So what is this? The first one, indicates, just please have a look. I'm going to copy and I'm going to open the notepad. I'm going to paste. Okay, just please have a look on it. This hyphen indicates which type of file it was. We have different file types are there. If it is hyphen means it is a regular file. I'm going to show to you which type of file it was. Yes, we have, if any file starts with the hyphen, that will be called as a regular file. If any file starts with B, it will be named as blocked file. If it is C, then character file. If it is D, it will be directory file. If it is L, means it's a link file. These are the different file types which is available in the Linux. So right now, which symbol I have? Hyphen means it indicates it's a regular file, and this is the part RW hyphen R hyphen hyphen R hyphen hyphen. R means read, W means write. Here one more thing is there, it is missed here, but I will explain to you. X means executable. Okay, X means executable. So it is a permission part. Just please have a look on this. Just to go with the permission file. Suppose RW means permission part. Here we can decide the first part of RW hyphen. The first part of RW hyphen indicates the user. The second part R hyphen indicates group. The third part R hyphen indicates others. So the read has one value. The value is R has the 1, read has 1, 4, write has 2, executable has 1. If I combine RWX, it will be 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7. Okay, and here you had in RW, it's user permission, it's a group permission, it's others permission. RWX, by mixing RWX, if I give the 7 means if I give the 7 here, it indicates user has the executive permission. If I give 7 here, okay, in this way we are going to give the permission part. And 1, it indicates the ACL. ACL stands for access control list. Okay, and 1 root. What is this? Just please go here. Root. Who is the owner of the file? First root indicates who is the owner of the file. The second root indicates group owner. Okay, and here what is the 0 indicates the file size. This indicates the when the file has been created. It is created on the 6th July. So that's why here I had mentioned like this. What is here? It indicates the file name, means it is a regular file with the permissions read and write by the user. For the grouper it will be only read only, and for others it has been only read only. And with the access control list 1, here root is the owner of this file, and group owner is root. Owner of the group is root only, and the size of the file is 0 MB, and it has been created on 6th July on this particular time, and this is the file name. So in this way we can be able to see the file. Okay, just please go here. Here in this, here you can see the regular file with read and write permission for user, and only read permission for group, and only read permission for others, with ACL 1, and root is the owner, and group owner is also the root, and this file has a 0 MB, and it has been created under the 6th. This is the details when it has been created, and the file name is 1. So right now it is with 0. because no data has been stored in this file. Okay, just the file has been created. I am going to make some modifications. I am going to edit this file. Just if you want to open this file, just cat file1, enter. Is there anything in the file one? Nothing. So that's why it didn't show nothing. I want to edit. Vim is the tool editor which we had used to edit any file. Vim file 1. Just type the tab. It will open. So here, if I open the file with the Vim editor tool, I have the three modes. The one is command mode, insert mode, and the third one is, just please have a look on this, save mode. Here, first of all, we are going to, by using the Vim editor tool, we just open the file. Okay. Here, if I type here, I'm not able to do anything here. First of all, if I want to add anything, if I want to add the content, anything, just I need to type. If you type, just please have a sec, just you will be entered into the insert mode. Just hi, good morning, hope all are good. Practice on daily basis. Thank you. Okay. You are in the insert mode. Suppose if you want to exit from the insert mode, what you need to do? Just press the escape. Then automatically you will be entered into the command mode. Okay. Here in command mode, you have the different options to do the things. Just please have a look. If you type gg, if you want to go top of the file, you just need to type gg. If you type gg, you are going to top of the file. If you type shift G, you are going to the bottom of the file. These are the commands. And if you want to copy the single line, how you will do? Just go to the line, YY, just come down, go to insert mode, exit, P. How many times you pay? How many times you press P? That many times it will be pasted. Okay? Like this. So you have the different types of commands which will be available in the command mode to do the things. Suppose if you want to copy the file lines, then you need to press the 5P. If you want to delete it, DD. Suppose here I am just DD. If I press DD, automatically the one line will be deleted. If I want to delete the multiple lines at the same time, just go there. If I am to DD, the two lines will be deleted. This is the process which we need to follow. We are going to delete or adding or writing something. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the session. And one more thing, save mode. So once I had done any value, I need to save the file. Just press semicolon, WQ. W means for saving purpose and Q is for exit purpose. If you press semicolon WQ, it will forcefully save your file. Okay. You have made some modification to the file. If you want to see the file, just cat file1. The what are the content which is available on the file, it will be open to you. Okay. In this way, we can use the Linus commands, and at the same time, we need to understand about the users. We have different types of users. The first one is root user, the second one is super user, the third one is regular user, fourth one is system user, admin user. Every user has their specialized privileges. The root user, he has all the permissions, he can do everything. The super user, who will create this super user? The super user has been created by the root user. He will have some privileges like the root user. But the super user may be not able to do all the things which has been done by the root user. But he is almost equal to the root user, because of root user will be able to have the access to create the super user. Okay, regular user. As a regular user, he don't have any special privileges. He can just access the files, but he didn't have any special privileges. System user. This is the user which has been created defaultly while installing software on your system. Admin users. What he will do, he will just create files and he will be able to give some permission to the files. Okay, fine. If I want to check the list of users, what I will do, cat etc password is the command. If I type cat etc pass wd, here these are the list of users. Default user is EC2 user. Okay, the EC2 user, the user ID is 1000, the group ID is 1000. EC2 user has the user ID 1000, group ID is the 1000. Only one user have. These are the default users which has been by default it will be created. Okay, if you created any other user, then it will be displayed here once you type this command cat etc pass wd. Suppose if you want to check group, which group it is, cat etc group, just copy it, Control C, and go to the command prompt, just type right click. Right now it don't have the groups, so anyway type etc groups. Okay, yes, EC2 1000, only we have one group, EC2 user group, it will have the group ID of 1000. So in this way we can be able to do all the things. Okay, just come down, and this is the full hierarchy system. What is the default directories? So once we created any Linux machine, by default some directories has been created, so for different purpose. So suppose if you one of the directories home directory, it uses home directory because of all the users are created in the home directory only. Bin, it is used to store all the binary files, and also it stores the command that has been executed by the user. What are the commands which has been executed by the user, that will be stored in the bin directory. Sbin is the directory where it stores all the commands which has been executed by the super user. Boot, it contains the boot images and the boot files. Dev, this directory contains all the device files. Etc, it contains all the host specific configuration files. All the configuration files are going to save in the etc directory only. And we have the different directories as well. Lib64, it contains all the library files of the system. Processing related files, we have the proc directory, and service related information is available in the service directory. For every directory we have the different directories are there, and they have the certain defined specific usage. So based on my necessity, based on my usage, I am going to enter into that particular directory. I will be able to see those files in that particular directory. Okay, these are all the, this is the all the about the Linux, and in the next section we will go somewhat brief by doing the some commands. Okay, in the Linux, guys,